Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. Wanted to talk about where I work. I know I've talked about work before, but I really wanted to just give shout outs to a bunch of wonderful people that I am lucky enough to work with. I'll probably miss some people. Probably doesn't matter because they won't be watching this anyway. But I work in a pretty incredible place, and one of our nice little students, Katarine, made me a card today. She was making birthday cards for all the teachers, even though obviously it's only one. It was only one teacher's birthday today. It was very sweet. So yeah, and it made me think about how lucky I am to work there, but especially the adults I work with. I'm part of an amazing team, and those of you who have worked almost anywhere knows sometimes you're just lucky to be where you are when you're there. You know, sometimes you just are unlucky with that, and they're surrounded by, I'm not going to say terrible people, but people that maybe are not at their best or maybe not in a good place in their life to work where they're working and just aren't good at their jobs. And I'm surrounded by people, for the most part, who are really good at their jobs. So it's really nice. So yeah, I thought I'd start from just doing some shout outs tonight. One, and I've mentioned him before, is Steve Sewell. He's a former Denver Bronco, and he is basically our college prep guy. He tries to encourage kids to get into college, and he's basically a counselor in that regard. But yeah, that is his job. There's a title to it, and I should know it, but I don't. But that's basically what he does. He is like a conduit to get kids from our high school, which is a lot of kids don't see the importance of college, including mine. Logan really is not sure whether he's going to go or not. Hopefully at art school, but as far as a typical four-year college, he's not wanting to do that, and I'm okay with that. Although I do think it's a good thing to have that piece of paper. Mine has helped me a lot, but that's what Steve Sewell does. He's like I said, a former Denver Bronco. I used to tear tickets for him when he would come into the Tivoli. He was always super nice then. He's super nice now. He's the type of guy that would help shovel the walks, even though that's not even close to his job description. I saw him do just that last year after a snowstorm. An amazing man, and I'm happy that I get to work with him and see him. My friend Mike, who I just did a podcast with, our 4th episode of Top Cookies for the hockey podcast, gave me his playing card. He had one of his football cards, and I went up and had him sign it yesterday and gave it to Mike tonight, so he's really happy about that. Another guy I work with, David Ford, really cool guy, vice principal. We have 3 vice principals there. They're all great guys. They're all white guys. David Ford, John Madden, which is a funny name if you are into sports in the 70s and remember the coach of the Raiders and longtime broadcaster John Madden. And then Nate Ritter. And they're really good at their jobs. The reason I brought up David Ford is he is a fellow hockey fan. I'm trying to get him hooked on our podcast as well. And his Nashville Predators play my New York Islanders on Saturday night. So on Saturday, one of us will probably be talking shit. So that's and I also, once again, I notice things. I keep my eyes open as to how my coworkers in that building react and work and what they do. And I saw David Ford. He cares. He picked up trash off the ground outside. Something he doesn't have to do, but he did it because he gives a shit about the school and the kids that go there. So that's cool. And now, like some of my closer coworkers, the paraprofessionals, and where our job is to try to give our special needs children a chance at a future that is a little less bleak, I guess is the best way to put it. Some of these people worked with Dante when he went there, 2013 through 2016, or 2012, I guess, through 2016. And he, I'm glad he was pushed and dealt, and he was there at the right time. All 3 of the lead teachers are still there, and I get to work with them every day. Susan Weber and Heather Forth and Amy Cleveland are all great. They're amazing women and do an amazing job with our kids, and I'm glad to work with them. Our boss ahead of that is Mark Masoni. He's kind of the lead. He's not even really a teacher. He just runs the entire department. He's really great, super nice guy, and a good boss, and very patient and very understanding of how hard our jobs can be. So it's great to work for all four of them. And then people I work directly with are paraprofessionals like myself. I'll just go by their first names. It's easier. Some I know their last names, and some I still don't, even though I've been there over a year. Like Miss Stephanie, she was there when Dante was there. She helps the kids with life skills, especially cooking. She's an amazing cook herself, and she teaches kids to cook every day and to do laundry and to do what we call hygiene. To take care of themselves as far as deodorant and brushing their teeth and combing their hair. Some of these kids, it's more difficult than others. So she's great. Miss Samantha is another person who worked with Dante, and she's been there a while. I think she's been there 9 years. I think Miss Stephanie's been there about the same amount of time. Great pair of ladies, and Miss Sam works in the coffee shop, and the coffee shop is run by her, and some of the higher functioning special needs kids get in there and help. Every day I go in there with my kid, and we go and fetch some ice for them. That's a little chore that he does with me. So that's pretty cool. I work with some young people who are really great. My friend Mr. Steven, he does a good job. We have some really good conversations, and he works with the kids really well one-on-one. Miss Ruby, she's very young. She's like 22, but she does a great job. A lot of the young people are really good with the kids. Ruby actually graduated from Overland a few years ago, so maybe in 2018 or 19 or 17, excuse me, right around when Dante did, because she's I think a year younger than Dante, so she might have known him. I can't remember. I don't know if we've had that conversation yet. And we got people that represent, and that's the beauty of our team. We have people that represent really every major race and both sexes. I don't know if we have any people outside of heteronormative sexuality, but who really cares about that. But we have a lady from West Africa, Miss Chuchu. That's actually how you say her name. It's spelled TSO. It's really cool. She's great. She also works another job where she works with, I believe, older people. She works in a home somewhere. She might work with severely disabled. I can't remember. She works 2 jobs, and she does a great job with us. Another lady, Miss Elsa, she's from East Africa, and I don't know the specific countries these women are in. Chuchu I should know because she's told me before. I think she's from Togo. I think Elsa's from maybe Ethiopia, but I have to check on that. And so we've got, and Miss Stephanie's black, Miss Samantha's white. Mr. Tom, Asian man, he's like close to 70. He's getting ready to retire. Steven's white. We've got Ruby is Latina, and then we have Mr. Juan. He's Latino. He just started with us. He's young. He's pretty good at his job too. And we just have this amazing rainbow of people. Mr. Andre, young black guy that works there, great guy, does a great job with the kids. Very calm. When I'm getting hyper, I just turn to him, and he's just like, he's half my age and twice my calm, so he's great too. I'm probably missing some people because we got a lot of pairs working there. We need them. We got a lot of one-on-one kids this year. A lot of kids in wheelchairs. A lot of kids that can't do much for themselves, that have to be taken to the bathroom and changed and pushed around in a wheelchair and can't really communicate. They have talkers, but a lot of them don't even use that. And so these kids have it rough, some of them. A lot of them this year. Last year we didn't have nearly this many one-on-one kids. This year we got a bunch. And so we really have to be patient. And we also just lost 2 great people. We lost Vanessa and Ben. Vanessa transferred to another school that's closer to her home. Ben found a better job. He'd been there 4 years, and he was the basketball coach of the Unified team, which is a special needs team with typical kids helping out. And Overland takes a lot of pride in their basketball, not only their typical basketball, but also their special needs basketball. We're actually more dominant than we are in the typical basketball. And so Ben was our coach. Miss Michaela, I shouldn't have forgotten about her because she's amazing. When I have a question, I just ask her. I either ask her or Maria, M&M. If there's a question I need answered, I either go to Maria or Michaela because they know everything. Maria is our as administrative assistant, but she does a little bit of everything, and I feel bad for her because she really cannot leave. If she leaves, the place is in chaos. And Michaela's kind of the same way, except she's a para and knows so much about the kids and is wonderful and passionate and just a beautiful person. And I'm really glad I get to work with all these incredible people. I was going to say something about something, but I forgot what that was, and I'm closing on 10 minutes anyway. But I probably missed some people because I suck. But what I was going to say about the coaching situation is since Mr. Ben has left. Miss Michaela will move up. She was an assistant coach last year, and I'm going to fill the assistant coach position. So I'm really looking forward to December when basketball season starts, and getting to be with these kids a lot, because right now I'm kind of sequestered with my kid. Mr. Ben split time with our one-on-one kid, who we keep in his own room and work with, and now I'm with him all the time, so I don't get to see all the other kids as much as I used to. So a little bummed out about that, but I'm also trying to take this new challenge on with this kid and try to get him to grow as much as we can together these next 2 years that he's in our school, as he is a junior. So went a little over time, but there's a lot of shout outs to give. I know there are a ton of people in that building I didn't even mention. Security people, teachers, and it's a great school to work, and I'm lucky to work there, and just wanted to show a little love to the people I work with. All right, thanks you guys. Talk to you next time. Bye.